Hi guys, Spanish Friday practice. Coming to Spain, we had a lot of teams bring their upgrades and the technical regulations for the front wings have started. Red Bull that called out the other teams. All the teams brought upgrades, especially front wings upgrade. Bringing this regulation to Spain is because Spanish GP or Spain in Barcelona is one of the testing places for F1 before the season. We moved to Bahrain last year and I think this year, but Spain has always been a testing site for F1 cars. So using Spain is also looking at ways in which drivers can learn from this new generation of cars because they've given a lot of teams problems. Now, prior to the week, Lewis Hamilton was asked about his feeling to the technical regulations and he gave a very rough answer through the race commentary. He said, no, the FIA are trying to challenge what teams or engineers have been able to use to correct the worst technical regulation in F1. That is, the ground effect cars are so worse that now teams are trying to correct it or make the cars better. Now they are complaining because he believes that the flexi wings are making the car look drivable, and that is what the FIA do not like. They want this car to be undrivable, but he is not happy with it. Now, for the upgrades, it's only McLaren that didn't bring upgrades because they brought the upgrades earlier. They've tested that front wings in which they are using presently in Imola. Norris tested it. Now, coming to Spain, what they are just trying to do is to test the rear wings. In the FP1, they had a different rear wing on the two cars. Norris was using a different one while Piastri was using a different one. But the McLaren still look like they are the team to beat. Have other teams held back their hand or they've not shown their hand? We would know during qualifying tomorrow. But Mercedes brought 3 upgrades, Williams 3, Racing Bulls 3, Sauber 3, Ferrari 2 upgrades, Alpine 2 upgrades, Red Bull 1 upgrade, Haas 1 upgrade, Aston Martin 1 upgrade. The Aston Martin had a lot of issues like Ferrari in the FP2. Lewis Hamilton looked strong in the FP1, but in the FP2 the car was undrivable. To his teammates, the car was undrivable, but the Red Bull, they look consistent, though Max Verstappen will always bring up his A game, but his teammate was struggling with the car while the Mercedes look pretty not up and doing in the first practice. But in the second practice, George Russell looked speedy. Kimi Antonelli not really matching George Russell's time, but was up there doing an incredible job for the team alongside his teammates. But where is the ball rolling towards? The McLaren, no upgrade, but they look very fast. Ferrari are the team in which everybody is like, they didn't really compromise much on the front wings. But here we are, Ferrari are struggling. But getting the setup that work for them requires a lot of hard work because qualifying tomorrow will be crazy. The races in Spain had been won 80% or 90% by the top 3. Now coming outside the top 3 is a difficult task in Spain. So how will the numbers go up tomorrow? Will it still be between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton because they've won the last 9 races right there in Spain? It's going to be a very interesting one because tomorrow we'll see a lot of people turning up, and how do their turn up make up for the best of the races? We are left to see that tomorrow. Now, the Haas are still looking like a team that is really struggling. The Skip Sauber too are struggling. The 2 Ferrari baby team, they are struggling, and it's not funny the way we thought the regulation would eat up for those people and make it favorable for them. Now, looking at Williams, that had a very good season. Coming into this FP1, FP2, we can see the 2 Williams in the FP1, FP2 really struggling. They are not the top 10. Maybe when they tune up their front wings, we can see them doing a great job. But the Williams that 2 are looking not on par. But how does it pan out tomorrow? Pierre Gasly, we know it turns up during qualifying and do a good job. Also, we had 2 rookies in FP1 for Williams and for us. From what I'm seeing during the race pace, the McLaren still rules. Verstappen turns up for qualifying and race. You can't count him out, but the 2 McLarens are looking unbeatable. The Mercedes came up in the second practice and looks very strong. It's going to be very interesting to see what the race will look like. But up until tomorrow, in the qualifying, we have a lot to learn. We have a lot to see. But we know who comes up to give a Polish performance and a winning on Sunday. I love you guys. Bye. Cheers.